if you're going to, be a part of this, at least say, I don't believe in the way that she spoke out about something that I believe in. I would respect that more than pretending you were in the bathroom.
Well, speaking of crazy places, let's talk about the Church of Scientology because Elizabeth Moss has this new crazy interview with the New Yorker where they really, and good on this journalist, like went there and asked her about Scientology. Um, so they sort of asked her in a direct way. They asked her if Scientology is really a quote dangerous cult. Because there are multiple investigations and reports over the last years, thank you, Leah Remini and everyone else who have, come against the church. Just to remind you, they have been accused of systematically trafficking people and forced labor, even children, forcing labor, trafficking them all over, inhumane and barbaric treatment, isolating from families, they just abuse overall, real bad stuff. So talking to the New Yorker, Elizabeth Moss at first didn't appear to want to say too much about Scientology because she didn't want her viewers to be, quote, distracted when they watched her performances on Mad Men, Handmaid's Tale. Take your pick. She's in lots of stuff. But then she told the writer, people can obviously hold in their mind whatever they want to, and I cannot control that. Meh. It's a place that's very open to like welcoming in someone who wants to learn more about it. I think that's the thing that's probably the most understood. I think we understood that they like to recruit people.
Yeah.
And then, it's like that's the one thing we can all agree on here is they like new members. And then the New Yorker journalist brought up the organization's authoritarian attacks and reported abuses, which include mind control, making family members cut ties with their loved ones. And Elizabeth Moss responded saying, I would just encourage people to find out for themselves. It's sort of why we're asking you right now, Elizabeth Moss. She says, I've certainly been guilty of reading an article or watching something and taking that as gospel. Obviously, something like religious freedom and resistance against a theocracy is very important to me, i.e. The Handmaid's Tale. But Leah Remini had something to say. She responded, she says, since there's talk today about a current celebrity Scientologist, I want to remind everyone that Scientology has a long history of forcing women in its workplace to have abortions. Hundreds of former Scientologists have spoken out about this, about like lots of forced abortions in the church. Elizabeth Moss is sort of like the last celebrity that's hanging on, right, for Scientology. I don't know if they're like treating her super well. And
isn't Tom Cruise still very much?
Of course, but he's never leaving.
Yeah, no, Elizabeth Moss is a joke to me personally. I think the fact that she's even the star of The Handmaid's Tale shouldn't be a thing because of the cult that she's a part of. Scientology, please don't come for me. I'm scared. But also,
they have my number and address. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sure they have mine too. But I think that I don't watch that show for that reason. I don't think that that's cool. And also, I think that her pretending that she was just in the bathroom when Leah Remini won her Emmy for Scientology in the Aftermath, like at least own it. If you're going to, be a part of this, at least say, I don't believe in the way that she spoke out about something that I believe in. I would respect that more than pretending you were in the bathroom. So Elizabeth Moss, like, go away.
Tell her. That's such a culty thing to say. Like, find out for yourself.
Yeah.
Learn more. It's like you're still recruiting.
Come
people.
over.
Exactly. Let this church tell you why you're sad after you grab this machine.
And give us thousands of dollars upon taking one step in one breath.
Yeah, very, very expensive to be a Scientologist these days.